This is a tutorial on the Accounts Receivable General Ledger Transfer AR3700. The screen is similar to the Adjustments and Write-Off Entry program AR3500 in that it allows you to adjust an existing invoice, credit note, or unapplied cash record. But the difference is this program allows the user to transfer the amount adjusted to a specific General Ledger account that they enter in on the screen. The Write-Off and Adjustment Entry program uses the write-off account found on the currency master table. So this program here gives you that added flexibility. We're going to take an invoice and a credit note and adjust these and take a look at the general ledger transaction created. So currently we're looking at the system date defaulted into the transaction date field. This can be changed. Once we hit enter at this point, the screen goes into query mode, and we can query upon the customer, the invoice type, or a combination of these criteria. So we're going to come down to the invoice number field and enter an invoice, execute our query, and we can see from here that the original amount of the invoice was $1,000 with an outstanding amount of $985. If we look at the bottom part of the screen here, we can see the activity that's already taken place against this. For example, we've had a payment already made of $10 against check 201, and we've done some write-off and adjustments. Now at this point we're going to reduce this by $100. We'll enter 100 in there and enter our general ledger account. So enter our GL branch, our department, and at this point, if we know the account number, we can enter that, or we can do a list of values and select from our list of values. And we're going to select from here an account, and hit enter. Now we can enter an explanation. It's quite important to enter an explanation at this point because this explanation goes on to the payment details, but more importantly it goes on the general ledger journal that gets created for this transaction. So we're going to enter a brief explanation here. Now we can see that our balance outstanding went from $985 to $885. We're going to now save this record. Now just to see what we've done to this record, I'm just going to requery this transaction. Now we're actually in a mode now where we're able to enter more transactions against this particular invoice if we wish. So we see the outstanding amount is $885, and we can see the payment detail is a transfer of $100 with our explanation here. Now we're going to fast track into journal entry and take a look at the transaction that was generated. Query on our journal, which we know starts with the program number AR37. Just do a wildcard here. And we can see now that our accounts receivable control account has gotten credited for $100, and the general ledger account that we entered in on the transfer screen got debited for $100. We'll return back to the transfer screen. Now if we wish for this transfer to appear on a different journal number, we need to exit the application and come back in again. So we're going to exit and come back in to the program, And now this will, our next transaction will appear on a different journal number. Generally, if you're going to be doing a lot of transfers, you would probably just stay within the screen, and one general ledger journal would be created for all of your transfers together. But in order for ease of explanation of the general ledger transactions, we're going to have it appear on two separate journals. So at this point, we're going to query upon an existing credit note. And at this point, we can enter our transaction amount. And in this case, we're going to transfer the entire amount